away as we get underway. Wagga in the navy blue with the green trim. Parks in the royal blue with the red trim and the white numbers. Wagga running left to right as we look at it in the first half. Second last game of the day. Be the final game for these two teams this afternoon. And just check the ladder to see how that shapes up in terms of finals. And Wagga certainly the dominant team, sitting third on the ladder at the moment, only 2 points behind both Canberra, Brindisi and Hills. So they'll qualify for the finals. Parks unfortunately haven't won a match so far this weekend, so form line says that Wagga should win this one comfortably. Parks only running 3 on the bench, so a 9-player rotation for the Pumas. Wagga with certainly looking like they've got 5 or 6 on the bench there for the Vipers. The home team looking good early on in Wagga Wagga, even though they're the nominal away team. They are the hometown side. Here's a good run downfield from Wagga. Touch was made, so it'll be a turnover. That was Alex Maiden with the run. They'll play it on their 7. Parks. Okay, so the walking wounded, you can see the strapping there on the left knee of the, I think that's the 29, Jazzy Greenwood. The lanky number 29. Having a bit of tape around that left knee. Wagga with possession on halfway. There's the number 1 in Alex Maiden firing it out to the left-hand side. They make changes. Bailey Wright comes off for the Vipers. That's Abby Hartley with it on the left-hand side. Now it's Annabelle Von Arx. Cleo Butterfant, number 12, was one that caught my eye earlier this weekend. Don't know if she's on the park at the moment. That's an easy run through the line. Can they get the ball away? They can. There's the first score for Wagga. Holly Nelson gets it down for the opening score. And we've got a stoppage with a Parks player down. Unfortunately injured. It's Kaylin Butt, the 48. She's in a lot of trouble here straight away. They've stopped playing. Great sportsmanship. One of the Wagga players trying to assist her to her feet, but she's not even able to get to her feet. So that's looks like just cramp for her. Nothing too serious, thankfully. Nothing too serious for her. Only a bit of cramp. Hopefully nothing much more than that, but play has stopped. The clock will continue to run, 7:50 and counting in the first half. Hopefully it's just a little bit of heat stroke and dehydration, nothing more than that. Has been a very warm weekend down here at Jubilee Park in Wagga, in southern New South Wales. Temperatures in the high 30s, even still at 4 p.m. on a Saturday afternoon. Temperatures nudging 37, 38 degrees at present, so certainly tough conditions for all concerned. Car park does look like it's thinning out a little bit, with a lot of players and teams finishing their campaigns. So the car park certainly a lot lighter than it was, say, 2 or 3 hours ago, with everybody in full flight. As I said, only one more match to come after this one. It's St George and Wests, the under-18 boys, to round out day 2 action. Carried from the field here, Kaylin Butt. A world of discomfort. We wish her hopefully a speedy recovery and nothing too serious for her, but we're back underway in the middle. Wagga leads at 1-0. Bria Constable takes it forward for the Pumas, but an error in the play the ball. Penalty to Wagga. Looks like some severe cramping for Kaylin Butt. She's made it back to the sub box, so only 2 fit players for the Pumas at present. Those being Tegan Smead and Ella McGregor. Wagga the personnel. Now, Wagga on the attack once again. So it'll be long stints with the ball for Parks and long stints in defence as well. We're putting in some long sessions on the field with only the 2 subs available at the moment. Wagga on the attack. That looks like Kate Harris. The turnover comes from Parks. They've done well to force the turnover. Looks like they're going to work to... Looks like they're going to turn it over here. Parks. Wagga with the ball once again. Kate Harris takes it forward, just gets caught short of the line. Harris with it. The number 1's Alex Maiden on her right. She'll take the touch. Go the left-hand side. Harris dives, doesn't make it. Back to the 7 she goes for a play the ball. Alex Maiden with the ball. That's her in the number 1. Harris plays it. Maiden out of dummy half. Goes herself. Needs to find support. She does. And they get a second score there. Wagga nicely done by the Vipers. I think that might have been the 11. Alicia Smith with the score for the Vipers. Making it 2-0 to the Wagga-based side. So Parks making the changes that they're able to. Maylee McGregor and Grace Milne having a spell on the touchline. Parks on the attack here. That's Bria Constable for the line. Nearly got it down. Breeze seems to have died off for the moment. Certainly not as blustery as it has been. That's Ella McGregor with it. She'll play it. Smead. Tegan Smead. Back to Ella McGregor. Sister Georgie also on the lineup this weekend. She's out wide on the right. Wagga forced the turnover on the last. 3.5 minutes remaining in the first half of this one. It's 2-0 Wagga over Parks in this final round pool match. Thankfully, this one has no significance on the makeup of the top 4 in this group in Pool B. Wagga will advance. Here's a try. Looks like Kate Harris touching down uncontested on the left, making it 3-0 to the Vipers with just over 3 minutes remaining in the first half. Doing this comfortably, Wagga. Parks low on personnel, low on resources, but certainly fighting hard here. Looks like Jaslyn Greenwood in a bit of a few concerns as well, so they're down to the bare bones here. Parks with only 2 on the bench available at the moment. Now it's Smead with it, but the ball goes to ground. Referee says 6 more. So now Parks with the ball. Grace Milne in possession. They go to the right-hand side. Did she get it down? No. I'll play the touch. Back on the 7. More people heading out. A few Penrith players and supporters heading for the exits. Their day's done for this afternoon. I'll be back tomorrow for finals in a lot of age groups. Penalty to Wagga here for a late pass. Wagga on the attack here from inside their own half. A high ball taken nicely on the outside. That looks like Zali Wheatley in the 14 it was. Now it's Claudia Wheatley, her sister, firing it off for Ruby Browning into space. Quick play the ball, nobody there at dummy half for Wagga as they make the changes. Buying a little bit of time here. There's Harris once again. Now Wagga looking for a 4th. Back on the inside was Wheatley for her first of the afternoon, making it 4-0 to the Vipers. Just over a minute remaining in the first half. Second last game of what's been a very long day of touch football action here at Jubilee Park. See St George warming up. They'll take on Wests in the final match of the day. Final pool match of the weekend. Tomorrow, finals day. Second round in some age groups, quarterfinals, semis, and the finals. All the games here on the stadium field will be shown live and exclusive on Bar TV Sports. Great to have your company for the weekend. All the games on this main field will be shown live. Stand by for full details on what time your match is on. We've got a penalty to Parks here. There's the hooter for half time. So 4-0 the scoreline. They'll play the touch. Wagga signaling who they're going to attack. They get one play here, Parks. What can they do with it? Constable can't do anything with it. The touch is made, and that's half time in this Pool B under-18 girls match. Parks lead it 4-0 at the break. They've been doing it very comfortably here, Parks. The tractor's sent away, the assistance tractor. Looks like Kaylin Butt's at least back up on her feet and got a degree of movement about her, so she's obviously in a reasonable condition, which is good to see. Looks like it was just a bit of dehydration, maybe a bit of heat stroke there. Very warm afternoon here at Jubilee Park. As I said, temperature in the high 30s. Excuse me. Medical team not required this time, thankfully. Only seen them a couple of times over the weekend. See the Parks boys and girls, the other age groups supporting the seniors, the 18 girls, in their final round pool match. A lot of the marquees coming down from the various associations. Heading back home after their weekend of touch football action. Needing 3 days to get through all this sport. There's the siren to get us underway for the second half. Players and officials returning to the field. Thankfully, the outcome of this not dependent on the makeup of the quarterfinals. Parks with 6 on the field, so they're back to 3 on the bench. Kaylin Butt looks like she'll be right to resume her position in the second half as we get underway. Parks in the royal blue with the red. Wagga in the dark green with the green and gold trim. Now Parks, it's Bria Constable. She's been dangerous, but the touch made on the 7, that's the last. Step over play. Now they'll fire it out to the right-hand side, but Jaslyn Greenwood can't do anything with it. In fact, 3 McGregor girls on the park. I thought there were only 2, but there's 3 for Parks. As Wagga reload with reinforcements. I think they'll save Kaylin Butt for as long as possible to give her every chance to recover. Certainly don't want to see her suffer a serious injury in the final match of the afternoon. Here's a chance for Wagga. They get another one. That looked like Lily Dole getting over to make it 5 for the Vipers. 90 seconds gone in the second half. As they ring the changes, Wagga. Kaylin Butt back on the field, that's good to see. We're playing out on the right wing, but Well, she's back on the park and not suffering any serious ill effects. Ball goes to ground. Wagga have it. Only 2 minutes gone in the second half, but Wagga doing it comfortably in this final round pool match. Wagga making the changes, but an error from the Vipers there. Turns it over to Parks. About 5 metres short of halfway. I'll play it on the 10. Let's see if Parks can get one late in the afternoon. Just under 9 minutes to go. They'll be looking for one last hurrah if they can. Not going to work to the box, are they? No, they'll make a single change. So get some reinforcements on. That's Isabella Miller in the 31, taking up the middle. Now to the right-hand side, that's Maylee McGregor. But she'll just take the touch, turn it over on the last. Real power in the legs there for Kaylin Butt, but she'll be happy to just be out on the park playing as Shayla Watson makes her way through the line. Chase coming from Maylee McGregor. Can she chase her down? No. Troy scored. Good effort from McGregor to run her down, make the effort, but not to be for the Pumas, and Wagga goes out to a 6-0 lead. 7:55 remaining in this one. Wagga certainly cruising to a quarter-final berth tomorrow in the under-18 girls division. Now let's see what the Pumas can do in reply. Good drive here up towards the 7. Now they spin it left-hand side. That's Greenwood with it in the 29. Now Miller, that's Isabel Miller. Playing it, she'll get it back. Takes the touch, and that'll be the last on the 7. Wagga now cruising upfield towards the 10, centre field. Like a bit of a bobble there from Ruby Browning, but the referee said it was okay. Ball over the top is a nice one. On the outside, nice run to the line for Cleo Butterfin. She's been very impressive today. That makes it 7, and the Vipers in cruise control here. They've put it on autopilot. 6:50 to go. I'd like to see Parks at least give one on the board before the final siren sounds. Certainly trying hard, the Parks girls, but just not their day. It's not their afternoon for the Pumas. The red and blue of Parks. So we see the Pumas on the attack. Grace Milne. Now it's Ella McGregor playing it on the 7 on the last. That's Bria Constable, McGregor, but no chance to do anything with that ball. She takes the touch just outside the 7. Wagga doing a good job here in defence and attack. Good run from Alicia Smith to the right-hand side. Bailey Wright with it. Now some speed out of dummy half. Touch was made on Alex Maiden. Good run there from the number 1. She has a spell. Number 12's Cleo Butterford. She's one of the many try scorers. Chiming into the line here on the outside. They could raffle it there. The Wagga Vipers as they record another one. That was nicely done. They had 3 or 4 on, 1 out there on the right wing. They could raffle that one, and winning ticket would have been drawn just about any which way. So that makes it even more comfortable for Wagga, helping their percentages, which could be vital at the end of this game with for and against potentially playing a role in determining where they finish on the ladder. Now Parks trying to spark something late. Can they at least post 1 this afternoon? We'd like to see them get 1 score on the board. They'll rework a little move. Miller up the inside. And Maylee McGregor, if she get it down, it's going to be a penalty to Parks. Take the tap on the 7. Now, Wagga being told to push up in defence. Force the touch. Now they reload here, the Pumas. They're going to go back to the left-hand side, working a set move here. They decide to hold it once again. Maylee McGregor and Grace Milne working a little set move here. They had numbers out on the right-hand side of the Parks attack. They weren't able to get through. Sally Wheatley making the touch on the right wing. Almost through the line that time, Parks, but no joy. Ella McGregor out there gives it to Milne. Coming to the right-hand side, needs to offload but can't, and ball goes down. So it'll be a turnover. Wagga in possession, 3.5 minutes away from securing their spot in the quarterfinals. They've already done so with a comprehensive win. But the final score will be the only factor here. Now Wagga up the middle, easy run to the try line. She'll need support. I'll ruffle it around. Did she get it down? I think she did get it down. That was Claudia Wheatley scoring this time for the Vipers. Inside 3 to go. The home fans will be happy to see the Wagga girls doing well. Final match to come, St George and Wests. The under-18 boys division. That's about 8 minutes away. Kick-off or start due at 4:30. That'll be the final match of our day. A long day of commentary and sport here at Jubilee Park. We'll back up tomorrow and do it all again for finals day. Good luck to your team if you're still in the hunt. Wagga will certainly be in the mix in the under-18s girls. Now, Parks, can they manufacture one here? They'll go to the 7 on the last. That was Bria Constable. And the touch is made, so it'll be a turnover on the 7. Disappointing into the set for Parks there. 2 minutes remaining. If we had the 2-minute warning, we'd be at it now. Parks having to defend. Wagga doing it easily in this final round pool match. Only a matter of where they finish on the ladder for tomorrow. That's Alex Maiden. Doesn't have a try to her name this afternoon. The touch was made on the 7. Good run there. It'll be a turnover. Parks will take it. Under 90 seconds to go. Parks trying to limit the damage. Damage limitation from the Pumas. But it's Kaylin Butt, Shaylee Butt, her sister, also in the side. Kaylin takes another run. That's Ella McGregor. It'll be a turnover on the last. Wagga in good field position, just inside their own 10. Now Wagga looking to reload. They'll get reinforcements on the field now, coming laterally to the left-hand side. Looking for options here. There's a nice one for Shayla Watson. Now up the middle, that's a good run there from Annabelle Von Arx. The ball to the ground. 30 seconds remaining. That would have been a nice finish. You could hear the groans from the crowd. But it wasn't to be. So Parks with about 3 plays remaining. They're not going to do anything fancy. Kaylin Butt takes it forward on the first. That's Greenwood. With that amount of strapping, she looks like she should be at Menangle tonight for the Chariots of Fire. But now that's Grace Milne on the siren. Here's a chance for Parks. Final play. Grace Milne gets it down. They get one, the Pumas. They get one on the board, the final play of the game. They deserve that. So the final score is 9-1. Wagga over Parks. Great to see the Vipers get one in their final hit out of the weekend. The last match Coming up shortly at 4:30, it will be St George and Wests in the under 18 boys.